Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, we're gonna be checking off a bunch of little projects that have been patiently waiting on our to-do list. Usually I'm so focused on working on these huge multi-day projects that these smaller ones get left behind. So today, I figured it's a good opportunity to slow down a bit and check some off the list. But first, if you're new here, my name's Kevin, and my wife Michelle and I moved across the ocean to beautiful Vancouver Island, where we found our dream home and are now pouring our hearts into it to make it truly ours, one project at a time. But anyway, back to the projects. I'm here inside of our sunken living room, next to the biggest window in our house. And today, I'm gonna be making it even bigger by taking down these pink office blinds here, which are also hiding one of my favorite architectural features in this room, which is how this rock face here wraps around to the exterior of the house, blending the inside-outside living space. So let's take them down. But first, let's get these plants out of the way. All right, I think they're about to fall down now. Yahoo! Now I just gotta take off that top piece, and it's gonna be quite the nice frame. Wow. This window's absolutely massive now. Should have checked that off the list a long time ago. Looks way better. And this part here with that inside-outside feature is looking so cool now. Anyway, on to the next thing. Jumping back outside again, this tree behind me here is starting to fall over, so I want to tie it back to that tree over there and help make it grow up. The fun part about this one though, is the tree that I'm going to be tying it back to is directly off the side of our cliff, so this one is going to be quite interesting. So I'll cut the line here. I have to make it one of those knots that can be cinched back so that I can actually pull it. So I'm gonna watch some YouTube videos. I'm gonna try something a little unique on this one. I'm not sure if it will work, but these hose clamps here, I'm gonna use those to wrap around the tree. This will be great. So I can always take this off and it will give a nice even pressure point along it. So it should be a little bit nicer for the tree. I just watched a YouTube video and it's called the taut line knot. So let's see if I can remember how to do it now. Around and through again, but then this time come out the bottom and then back through there and then tighten it like that. And now I should be able to adjust the tension, which is exactly what I'm gonna need. So I can hook it up now. I guess the challenging part is actually gonna be grabbing them both at the same time. Let's see if I put that there. Crawl over to the edge of the cliff. Grab my little hook. Grab this. Pull it towards like this, and then adjust the tension as desired. Heck yeah. And there we go. Just got to do the 1, 2, 3 more branches, and then it will be up out of the way and reaching for the skies. And still I can add some more tension into each one since I figured out how to make that special knot that allows me to tighten it. And there we go. That is incredible. Totally out of the way, growing up into the sky. I'd say that's a win and I can check that off the list. On to the next project. Out on our front porch now, we have this patio light here that we really don't like the style of, so we got an alternative from our neighbor Wendy and we're gonna put it up. At our upper entrance, we have this style of patio light, which much better matches the aesthetic that we're going for in the house. Lucky for us, this one that Wendy got us is gonna be absolutely perfect, so let's switch them out. And there we have it. That's looking way better. We'll just have to get a different type of bulb for it, and then it's gonna be perfect. Anyway, on to the next project. In the basement now, we have another situation where these pink office blinds are taking up a huge amount of the window real estate, so I'm gonna take them down and open up the view. Look at all this extra view now. Well, that sure dramatically changes the way that this space feels. Check. Into another project here. We have these two beautiful pieces of stained glass in our hallway, but I took this other pane out because I was interested to see what the view would be like behind it. It ended up that there's a bunch of moisture in between the two panes here, and it's very fogged up, so I'm gonna throw it back on. I would rather have the stained glass back up anyways, because that's pretty awesome. Here's the other pane of stained glass. All I have to do is put it up in the middle there, like so, and then I'm gonna put a frame around it, and it'll be done. Pretty easy. Okay, so somehow this turned out to be the easiest job ever. I was just able to push the nails back in. And now it's done. Sweet. Wow, that looks way better. And another one checked off the list. We got this other pane of the stained glass back in, and it really is making this space feel a lot more complete. Up top here we got some flowers and then a hummingbird here. The other one has the light coming through it though, which is pretty unreal. The way that the light bounces off here, so beautiful. But anyway, on to the next one. Another project that I just remembered that's on my to-do list is I have a hedge at the bottom of our driveway. This thing's AC powered, and I'm gonna have to run this 200 feet of cable to make this function. So let's get down there. Oh no, not again. Come on, de-knot yourself. Come on, yes. There we go. Okay, extension cable number 3. All right, 3 cables later and 200 feet of AC cable. Now we just have to hope that it actually works. All right, we're in business. I think I just have to get the top now, so back to the top of the driveway to get a ladder. Woo-hoo-hoo! So I know I should be putting up a string line, but I'm just kind of eyeballing it. All right, there we go. I'm happy with that for now. I know it's not perfect, but I'm trying to let the height get a little bit taller, so it's gonna be a little bit uneven until it gets to the height that I want, and then I can start fine-tuning it over the coming years. But for now, I guess all we have to do is clean up the mess. Oh. And there we have it. That's way cleaner, much tidier. Now it's time to get all that stuff back up the driveway. And that's a lot of supplies needed for just trimming the hedge. Time to get our workout done in 3, 2, 1. Oh, I have too much weight. All of the supplies. We can make it. Oh my God. We can't make it. Woo! This one has a little bit more power. This driveway may not seem very steep on camera, but watch this. Oh my God. On to the next project. Okay, we just need to take a little bit of a quick break because this rainstorm just rolled in and the view is pretty crazy. And because of that rainstorm, it's given me the perfect opportunity to show you this crazy leak that's in our gutter here. I fixed it about 3 times and it just keeps expanding. So I'm gonna try to fix it correctly this time, but I'm gonna have to wait for it to dry. Okay, so we had a really long dry spell of weather, so I fixed it. These 2 pieces were separating. I would just throw putty in there and then it would crack it all basically. This time I got a bunch of nuts and bolts, bolted everything together really tightly, so now it's solid. And then I threw a bunch of fresh sealant in there and now it should be completely watertight. It's definitely not the cleanest job, but we're gonna be replacing this whole roof in about 1 to 2 years. So these gutters are gonna be going anyway. On to the next project. Another one that I quickly wanted to add onto the project list was to take down these winter patio lights. It basically gets dark now at 8:39 and we go to bed at 9, so we won't need to use them anymore. So I'm gonna take them down to get these cables out of the way, and then I think it's gonna look a lot better. So let's get them off. Up and over this tree, through here. This sounds kind of satisfying, doesn't it? That was pretty quick. Now those cables are out of the way and it's really opened the space. The lighting could not be better with that rainstorm that came through, and you need to see this. I cannot believe what it's looking like in here now. There's the retaining wall that we've built, and we come on through to some other projects. The backyard, it's looking unreal. Look at that. It's like a park. I wasn't really thinking much about this project originally, just getting it out of the way, but now that I've really had the opportunity to look at it, it really just helps with the flow through this space, and I'm super happy with how it came out. The string line system also came out so good. You can barely see them up there, so that's really great. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I know it was probably actually maybe more fun than the normal ones because there's so much going on, but hope you enjoyed the video. I appreciate you guys watching till the very end, and I'll see you in the next one.